because I'm with you through thick and thin. Whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do. Just know that I love you. Oh, whoa. Oh, I love you.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Joe. People refer to me as Smokin Joe. My last name's Scarpolino. It's hard to say, so you got to come up with something else. Smokin Joe is what stuck. This is the Smokin Joe Show, an hour-long talk show on the internet about music and my friends that make it. Today we have Bryce Tuitt on the show, not Truitt. I was just discussing with him how I always want to put an R in there, and also discussing how long-winded last names are frightening. Last week we had Red Eye Ruby, had Ruby Blue on the show. We played some games, listened to some music. We talked about life and the pandemic, and her and I have been actually working closer together than ever. We have a collaboration song that we're working on, and starting to book small shows, intimate shows and live streams where individual acoustic stuff comes in handy. So been talking to Ruby Blue a lot. If you are watching this show right now live, whether it is on Parallax TV, on Crowdcast, or on YouTube, please share it with your homies, share it with your friends. Facebook is being a turd, and we can't get it on there right now. Whatever, so we just shared the link. Make sure to let people know that this is where it's at. Subscribe to our page to find out when we're going live. I can promise you that as we get into, February and then more March, we'll kind of snowball into the spring. You have a lot more musical content, live music content coming up. Maybe some stuff with Bryce and me together. Maybe. Who knows? The world's a crazy place. Let's see. First and foremost, top of the list of the sponsors, we have Shadow Wick Creations supporting the Smokin Joe Show and Galactic Get Down for years. 3, 4, 5 years now. It's been a long time. Time flies. Basically, she makes candles and sells them, and they're all super awesome. They're all themed, whether it's like a tarot theme or whether it's something else. We have Galactic Get Down themed candles. You buy a candle and you support the music festival, which indeed will be happening at some point in the future. We have no news except that we are waiting. Cambo Flair, though, is putting on music and having shows and serving up good food. They got tired of the festival life and being stuck at home in isolation, waiting to take their food truck out. So they bought a restaurant in Big Lake, Minnesota, and Get Down is bringing music there every Saturday. Make sure to check it out. Thank you, Cambo, for all of your support. We will continue sponsoring each other. No, we don't exchange funds. We just constant inter-sponsoring. If you like what I did there, talking nice about my friends and their products, and you want me to do that for you, let us know. Drop us a line on Parallax, Facebook, email, carrier pigeon, do your thing. You can write me a letter. You can sign it, a postcard. I got some cool postcards for my patrons. I'll show you. When a $10 patron joins my enterprise on the internet, I buy postcards. And here's one of, oh wait, is it going to show you? Yeah, there's Kirk. I'll open these and I'll show you more later, but there's 4 of them and they're dope. Let's see. So yeah, my Patreon just got a $5 subscription. I just dropped a new song there today. I just dropped the working songs that are going to be on my new albums. I was doing inventory and I'm just about half a dozen songs shy of 3 albums that I'm going to be putting out in the next this year. Smokin Joe album in the spring, a pet song album in the summer, and then hopefully a collaboration album in the fall. Let's see what's coming up this Saturday. Oh wait, I gotta say what it is first and do my little dance. It is presented by Kind Jams Minnesota, the Weekend Get Down. Okay. We're gonna stay up late. We're gonna hit the kind of have it coming. You did. Pick your booty up. Oh yeah. And shake it all around. It's the Weekend Get Down. I caught my headphones. Every show, every time I'm in a Zoom meeting or anything at all, I either drop my headphones on the computer and make a loud noise, or my microphone stand falls apart. So get ready. It's coming. Take a drink if that happens. Let's see. This Saturday at Cambo Flair, it is very limited seating, just so you know. We're not gathering large crowds. I think you can fit maybe 15 people. in there. I think it tops out at 20. Like, there's not a lot of places to sit. Like, so, yeah, like, you know, and people come and go. We also broadcast the music into the parking lot if you want to go to the drive-through and listen that way, or of course streaming right here on Parallax every Saturday for the foreseeable future. This Saturday is Tom Estrom. That's right, Tom is playing. He is of the band Northern Medicine, but he does lots of music on his own. It's Tom Estrom Music. And then February 13th, next Saturday, is me. I will be kind of unveiling what I've been working on, my new electronic acoustic Joe-tronic set. And then February 20th, we have Daryl Peterson, who I'm not sure who that is. He's a local to Big Lake, but I'm excited to meet him. And maybe he's going to want to run an open mic because I'm looking for a local in Big Lake to do that. And then February 27th, Saturday, is Allure. That's Elizabeth Gondor's rock and roll outfit. And it just so happens I'll be playing bass for her. So I'll be playing that too. So I'll be there every Saturday forever, at least for the next couple months. So come up to Cambo, say hi, grab some wontons. It's going to be great. And on Monday nights, tune in right here on Parallax. We're only every Monday, featuring Jeff Fishbein and his cast of kooky folks. Myself, Joe Dunn just played one from Frog Leg. You know, I think Dimitri's coming out of the woodwork. Annie, of course. Every Monday, it's free. Tune in on Parallax. We're booking live streams, as many as we can, responsibly book. So let us know. And it just so happens our guest on the show today runs one of our favorite and only live stream studios here in the city. It's not only our favorite because it's one of the only ones. It's our favorite because we love you. So hit us up at on Parallax TV anywhere on the internet. The first video today is of my band, Dead Larry, from a show, the last show. I think it was the last show we played. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense because we haven't had tons of opportunities as Dead Larry to play shows. But Schwab moved to Iowa. They're contemplating coming back, but he moved to Iowa and we knew he'd be apart for a while. So we had a show. And this is our #1 hit single, the song that people have heard by me and my band more than literally anything else. The thing that gets screamed in my face, happens every day. Get down on it at Psychotropic Sounds.
Get lost and you get down on it. Get faced to get chased to get maced and you get down on it. Get nude to get screwed to get food and you get down on it. Chamonix to get teased to get pleased and you get down on it. Get faced to get chased to get maced and you get down on it. On the knees to get pleased to get teased and you get down on it. Get stuck, you're out of luck to get fucked and you get down on it. Get known, you get grown, and get shown, and you get down on it. The machine is doing green, it's time to blast off, and you get down on it. Take a walk around the block with your socks off, and you get down on it. Too good, you're too now, and get your rocks off, and you get down on it. And the sound, you get loud, you get down. You get down on it, happens every day. When I get the finish sound cold. Lose you not now. I'll still get down the pain. Hey, come on. At a feast with a priest and a beast, and you get down on it. Have a drink, it makes you think, it makes you stink, and you get down on it. Get the news, you get the blues, you get booze, and you get down on it. Get drunk, you ride funk, you get crunk, and you get down on it. Get known, you get grown, or you get shown, and you get down on it. Pretty lips and pretty hips and fish and chips, and you get down on it. Get stuck, you ride luck, you get fucked. Then you get get down. You get down on it, habits every day. When I get a feeling so cold, and I don't want to lose you, no, no. Just to get down the pain. Machine is going green, it's time to blast off. Get down on it, then go walk around the block with your socks off. Get down on it, tune in, you tune out, and get your rocks off. Get down on it, hear the bass, it melts your face, off. Get down on it, the machine is going green, it's time to blast off. Get down on it, take a walk around the block with your socks off. And get down on it, tune in, you tune out, and get your rocks off. Get down on it, with the sound, to get loud, to get down. Get down on it, habits every day. When I get a feeling so cold, and I don't want to lose you, no, no. I sing it down the pain. Habits every day. When I get a feeling so cold, I wanna lose you, no, no. I took it down the pain.
Hey, we're back. That was me from the past and my best friends in the whole world. They're actually they're not even my friends. They're my family. Dead Larry, it's hard to call them my friends because we behave like a family, you know. It's interesting, and we create nostalgia with music we still play. We have our guest Bryce Tuitt. Bryce, how you doing over there, sir?
I'm doing really good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. Got lots of stuff to complain about, but I'm trying not to. And
yeah,
just
I had a lot of things going pretty good, so I have a few things I can certainly complain about. But
despite I mean, right now the thing I'm looking forward to the least is negative a million degrees happening outside.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm not looking forward to that.
Not built for this weather, and people hear it all winter long. But anyway, we're gonna play a game to get started. We know each other, so we don't have too much ice to break. But this game is a popular one on the show virtually. It's called Trivia Yuck.
Trivia Yuck.
We have disgusting trivia that we really, by the end of it, you're like, wow, I wish I didn't learn that. I hope I forget it. I hope my brain does what it always does, and crams and then forgets. So, because I don't remember a lot of the facts from the last times. I feel like it must be.
Yeah. Like about a third of the questions are all related to the penis. So
penis and poop.
We all have a little bit of advantage in this case.
Poops and penises.
Yeah. No, being boys, we probably got some advantages there.
It's true.
All right.
We'll let Bryce go first since he is.
So, and so what we'll do is, Bryce, we'll ask a question and then you can answer it, and then Joe will answer it, and then I'll let you guys know what the actual answer is, and then we'll flip flop the other way and just go through a few. So, here's a drug side effect they don't mention in the commercials. Once a guy took an excessive amount of erectile dysfunction meds, and it left him with, was it A, a stiff neck from not swallowing fast enough, B, a 24-hour raging hard-on, C, a 1-inch dick, or D, a permanently disabled testicle?
They say after 4 hours, you should contact a medical professional.
Well, I'm going to go with B, the raging hard-on for 24 hours.
I think it's D.
All right, so once a guy took an excessive amount of erectile dysfunction meds, and it left him with C, a 1-inch dick.
Oh!
What do you mean?
Wow! What?
Explain.
Well, I'm guessing that apparently...
How big was his dick before?
Maybe it was only a half an inch, so it was an improvement. We don't know.
Yeah, that's true. We don't know. We don't know. It could have been.
It's all relative. Is this good news or bad news?
Yeah.
All right, Joe, we'll start with you this time.
All right.
You may think your kitchen is clean, but this place has more germs than your toilet. Is it A, the faucet, B, the ice cube maker, C, the inside of your dishwasher, or D, your counters?
I'll tell you right now, I only have 2 out of those 4, unless you count me as the ice maker. I was just like, ice maker, dishwasher, just fancy people cards. I'm gonna go with faucet.
And I'm gonna go with the ice maker.
It's the yuckiest, I think.
All right, you may think your kitchen is clean, but this place has more germs than your toilet. It is B, the ice cube maker.
Yes, yes. I've heard that before. I think so. I think.
What are people doing with this ice cube? It's really weird.
I'm just glad it wasn't the dishwasher. Although, I'll be honest, ours gets pretty nasty sometimes. My children don't understand that you can't put food in the dishwasher.
Yeah. Well, in my house,
say you can.
In my house, I'm the dishwasher, so I mean, I guess it just depends on the day which one's the dirtiest.
I got an apartment of 2 people, and we only have a finite amount of dishes and silverware, so like we can't ever have that much.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm home all the time. I'm a house husband.
Yep.
Okay. Next question, Regis.
All right. Bryce, we're going to start with you this time. This penis type makes for the largest erections. Is it A, short ones, B, uncircumcised ones, C, wide ones, or D, curved ones?
Ooh, I'm going to go with D, curved.
I'm going to say B.
All right. The penis type that makes for the largest type of erections is A, short ones. You got to be a grower, not a shower, guys.
I suppose. I suppose it's not about where you start; it's about where you finish. Or,
As long as it's not about when you finish. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If it's not big enough, that's your fault. I'm just Nah, man. It's so funny to think about sex culture like it's a thing. Maybe there are people out there getting wild, but pandemic time makes me nervous.
Yeah, it's not the time to get wet and wild with strangers.
It's like looking at those Hotel Minnesota pictures of everybody in the pool. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Hotel Minnesota would be like, I mean, we talked about how to do it safely and responsibly. It's just really hard.
Yeah, no, me and John went to that Goose show in March, and it was like the most jam-packed show I've ever been to in my entire life. It was the most
last
disgusting show I've ever been
COVID.
to.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. March 14th will be the 1-year anniversary of my last live show, which was St. Billy's Day. I played, I think I played a Smokin Joe set and an Iron Star set. I played at least 2.
March 12th was my last live show that I played, and it was at a pretty empty bar, but it was at least a show.
Well, I played Keg and Case, which was a show. That was a live show, but like at a bar, like in the way that we remember.
Yeah.
All right, couple more cards.
All right, Joe. Millions of products were invented for one reason, but ended up being used for something completely different. Maybe one of the most disturbing ones is the sweetener Splenda. What was its original use? Was it A, a pesticide, B, a rust remover, C, fireworks explosives, or D, embalming fluid?
D.
I'm going to go with B.
All right. The original use for Splenda was A. It was a pesticide.
I just like to say my answer with confidence, even though I have no idea. I just like
I have no idea.
the pesticide. Splenda. That's splendid.
Just splendid.
You know that Listerine was originally a floor cleaner?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, it's just...
It's awfully potent.
I watched a Adam Ruins Everything. Did basically just I guess according to him, it's just a big racket, and mouthwash is not real and doesn't do anything.
I don't use it, so I just brush my teeth and floss.
But the dentists are all lying to you to sell mouthwash.
Hey Bryce,
yeah.
Did you ever have someone tell you to go blow yourself? Well, if you told this animal to blow itself, it actually could. Is it A, a squirrel, B, a horse, C, a giraffe, or D, a panda?
Panda.
That's what I want it to be.
Are you both going with panda?
Yep, all in.
All right. It is actually A, the squirrel.
The squirrel.
Huh. I know of another animal that can do that because I saw it with my own eyes at the zoo one time. The lion. The lion is able to do that as well.
I bet there's several. Any cat,
but
really.
only one in that group of 4.
Yeah.
You think that squirrels would be more chill if they have that option?
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
They are. They're always
spazzes. They are you see them when you're driving down the road. They're in the middle of the road. They spaz when you start to get kind of close to them.
Yeah.
But I mean, why wouldn't you spaz if you've got a giant vehicle coming after you and you're a tiny little squirrel? So
it's true. Your main defense is running as fast as you can and hiding. So it's pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Any more? Do you want to move on?
I have to ask one more now that Bryce mentioned that, because the next question here was actually, according to a 2013 study, what percentage of people admitted to purposefully swerving to hit an animal?
On to hit an animal?
To hit it on purpose.
Percentage?
Is it A, 3%, B, 6%, C, 10%, or D, 22%? How many people tried to bag it and tag it?
Who's first on this one?
This Joe's first on this one.
Oh, what was it? 3, 6. What were the other two?
3, 6, 10, or 22. What percent of people tried to hit the animal?
22.
I'm also 22. Like, I'll in on 22.
Well, very fortunately for us, the actual answer is only 10. So
okay, that's good. I had less faith. In people than
it's funny because I was contemplating whether or not I should read that question, and then your guys' conversation just naturally segued into swerving to hit animals anyway.
Natural segues, I love them.
Yep.
Well, let's see. That was gross. I mean, I've never purposely hit an animal. I've definitely hit animals.
I have once, and it was right as I was turning the corner to enter into Harmony Park. I ran over a squirrel or a rabbit. It was
I have a similar
story. On purpose?
No, I didn't do it. On purpose.
Oh! You were like the last thing I do before I hit into Harmony Park is kill an animal.
I have this.
Yeah, I need some violence to make up for all the peace that's about to happen.
All right, y'all, check this out. So Dead Larry.
Yeah, right.
I have a story it's like that but worse. So Dead Larry was playing this festival in Montana called Love Your Mother Earth Festival. And it was our first time playing it. We got a trailer that was way too big for our minivan, and we had packed it poorly. And basically, we drove for 30 hours to get there, pretty much straight. And we're pulling into the last like 10 minutes of the drive in the middle of the night, and I absolutely hit a baby deer. And then there's blood on our van as we're pulling into a baby deer. Like, just jumped out, like, it was a big van with a trailer. I couldn't stop. I don't know if it died or not. It wasn't like in the road. But anyway, so we enter the festival with deer blood on our van, like fresh. No. And then we get like, oh, okay, yeah, sorry, we're Dead Larry. Yeah, it's funny. There's blood on our van. Anyway, so we get.
I was waiting to make a comment.
So we get into the festival. We get to our spot, or whatever we think is our spot, because it's pitch black. And we open up our trailer to start setting up, and our gas cans had spilled over and onto everything. So we like have deer blood on the hood of our car, pull in, park, open our trailer, just reeks of gasoline. And like, we were just not the Love Your Mother Earth people at the time. So it was, and then they had us back a bunch of times, and we loved those folks. They stopped doing it, but it was just really funny to be like,
Was that your first time there then?
Yeah, it was our first time there. Peace
what a great first impression.
We're Dead Larry, cheeseburgers. Kill deer, spill gas.
Death and gasoline.
Mark McGinnis got the worst of it because all of his blankets got covered in gas, and we were all too fucked up to care about that. Except for Mark cared, but I didn't.
Even more so after huffing the blanket.
Right. Yeah. It's like, but we always have the van. That's if I find solace in the fact that the van is always there for me. Anyway, our next video is of our guest. I wrote a note. Confuciusaurus, the band that is as awesome as it is hard to spell. The song is Just a Thought, recorded also at Psychotropic Studios. Bryce, do you want to talk a little bit about the song or the band or the studio before we see it? Because we're going to talk a lot about it afterwards.
Well, yeah, I suppose this video is from a few months back at least, so the studio, as you'll see it here, is very different from what it is today. But this song, though, It's Just a Thought, it's certainly one of our most political songs. I mean, it's a pretty anti-Trump song, to say the least. I'll let the words speak for itself, but it's...
We don't live in the
irony... So I just want to interject. It's kind of ironic because if you remember, this video was recorded Memorial Day weekend, and then the George Floyd incident happened at the end of Memorial Day weekend, and then the rest of the summer, just as we all know, erupted into fucking chaos around here. So it kind of ironic that the song comes from literally days before.
Yeah,
that's the time marker. There's beginning of the year normal, COVID for 3 months, riots for 3 months, election for 3 months, and here we are.
What a shitty year.
Yeah.
But enjoy the music we make because we don't know what else to do.
Yeah. We also, Confuciusaurus has got an EP coming out soon. That's our debut EP. We have one single out from it right now on Spotify and YouTube or wherever you listen to music. It's called And Company. So go look that up. It's a cool fucking song. I will not lie. But also, yeah, March 19th is our EP release date. We're setting up a live stream right now with our homies in Seiple and our good friends in Ironstar.
Ironstar. I just got the word confirmation from Ned a few hours ago and locked it down.
So that's March 19th. John, do you got that cover I sent you? Let's pull that up if you can. The album.
Yeah,
cover.
I have it in the interview segment. So let's jump into the video, and then we'll pull that up when we come out. And
sounds good.
Go into a little more detail.
Video, and then we're gonna talk about music some more.
Dope.
Don't go anywhere.
That's just a thought for you motherfuckers, so think about that.
Back. That was Confuciusaurus with the song whose name I already forgot. Speaking of
It's
memory.
just a thought.
Just a thought, as fleeting as they are. Got a new EP coming out.
Yeah.
Studio.
Yeah, the new EP is called Trans Species.
Trans Species sounds hot.
It's very hot. Very hot. Yeah. There it is. Oh,
You
yeah.
have a studio, and like we're gonna be utilizing your studio.
Yes.
Near future. But you've been
That's not the album cover. Oh, okay.
But you've been fixing up the studio, obviously recording in it. Have you recorded other? I know you're recording Rennie in there.
Yep, Rennie has been recording some Renegade in here. Danny Reese has been in here recently a few times doing some odds and ends on random songs.
Keyboards and cajon and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, even full drum kit even.
Jealous.
Disciple coming up.
Yeah, Siple's about to start doing some recordings over here. My band Propaganda Machine has just started doing recording. So look out for that. We'll have some new music coming out at some point soon.
Yeah. Hopefully, we should all.
Yeah, speaking
all
of
have
Propaganda Machine, I mean, yeah, I play drums in that band. It's so you gotta watch out for me slapping around on the kit a little bit. Yeah, soon we'll have some fucking music out. We are a new project, so we have yet to release anything. So
Yeah, Iron Star's the new project, and we've been around for 2 years now, but one of those years doesn't count.
yeah. I mean,
So,
this Propaganda Machine is basically an extension of what used to be Sammy Strings in the Can of Bliss, with kind of a couple of member changes over the times, I suppose. That
it's good to have a brand
So
name.
it's a new-
have your name in it.
yeah, it wasn't. It's not like a Sammy Strings project, so it was like it's a group project. All of us are writing music for that project, so
For
it's
sure.
like it's no sense in just the old name didn't make sense, and it didn't really fit with our musical direction. We're a lot more fucking punk rock in your face,
And
fucking
you kind of get
hardcore.
what it's about. You're like, I bet that's a punk band.
Yeah, exactly. The name says it all. I mean, it really does.
But before we get too far into what's going on now, I like to go back in time. Oh, there's a dinosaur. Too far. All right. Young Bryce. Did you grow up in Minnesota? Or
Yeah,
Midwest?
I grew up in Minnesota. I moved here when I was 5. I was actually born in California and moved around to a few different places in like Michigan, Ohio, and eventually landed in Minnesota when I was like 5.
I did a similar thing. I was born in Idaho, lived there for the first sweet 6 weeks of my life, and then did Missouri for a while, and then Illinois.
It's hard to make up your
Iowa.
mind before you're 5, huh?
Yeah. Oh, it is.
It's like someone's making all your decisions for you.
Yep.
So was there a person or a time or a moment where music just clicked, like you saw it or felt it and were like, this is what I'm going to do with my life?
Yeah, it was probably in like 8th grade. I mean, I was just hanging out with one of my friends who actually I haven't actually talked to this dude in probably 15 years, because he did not continue playing music, so we kind of ended up going different ways. But we were just listening to a bunch of Guns N' Roses and like Metallica, all the classic fucking hair metal kind of bands, because that's what
I
we
don't
were
put
into
those
in
two
8th
together
grade.
at all, ever.
Yeah, no.
I know they are together, but like I'm in
Yeah.
a deep pool of denial. Like Metallica is just like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally.
It's not the music; it's Axl's voice. Anybody that's that high of a tenor, like, how am I gonna sing?
Yeah. And like that movie School of Rock, like had just kind of come out not too long before that, and like so, kind of a combination of just getting into stupid bands and watching movies like that got me into it.
Yep, that thing you do helped me.
Oh yeah.
Believe that there were record executives that would find me and make me.
Yeah. We'll just
Biggest
get
lie
found.
ever.
Yeah, that is the biggest.
Tom
lie
Hanks
ever.
is not around. He's not taking you to no state fairs. Anyway,
Nope.
so do you play everything? I know guitar, bass, drums, little keys,
I mean,
standard studio stuff.
I can slap a little bit of bass, but I'm not very good at it. I don't do it really very often. I've recorded bass on some of my own songs that I've put out as a solo artist over the years, but I haven't really put out that many songs as a solo artist. It's never really been something I've been that interested in. I like playing in bands with groups. I'm just solo has never been my thing.
I've been about being a solo artist when necessary, but this year the technology and the situation and just what was going on was just like the perfect concoction of Joe and tons of music. But I'm thankful every day that has happened. It can end anytime. You know, it's like the songs stop coming and you're just like, oh.
I'm not looking forward to that day. Hopefully that day never comes.
Right. I'm trying to find a method to keep writing, even if there's like not great songs, like I'm still putting out.
Yeah.
Music.
Oh yeah.
So let's see, early music, punk bands, metal bands, jazz band.
Yeah, I was a big metalhead in high school. That was really what got me into music in the first place. Like, I played drums in a couple metal bands in high school. We never really took off, but like
we're the same dude.
We had fucking screaming vocals. My mom thought, we were playing satanic death music or something.
We practiced at my house. My parents were down.
Yep.
But,
we practiced at my house. My parents heard all of it all the time, and we were
because you had the drums. You practiced.
Yep, I had the drum kit. I played drums in the bands back then. I didn't really play guitar. Confuciusaurus is actually the first band I've ever played guitar in.
Cool. Are you the primary songwriter?
Yeah, I am the primary songwriter. Our bass player has written some music for us as well, so we've got a couple songs that he's written. And Sammy Strings does a lot of some of the lyric writing as well. So we definitely do a lot of collabs between the three of us. But I'm by far the dominant main songwriter in the group.
You have to have a focal point. It doesn't even have to be like, it can be a lead of your image. It doesn't have to be the lead in the band. Like Olivia and I are in the same band. Like I'm often not the leader of the band in some situations. She has things she's really good at and really strong and also really well developed and thoughtful opinions on things. She has lots of experience. But it's like Joe's in the middle, you mark it with that. But like Olivia's been writing a bunch, and Iron Star still has like a bunch of songs we haven't even recorded yet. So despite all the new stuff I'm writing, I have even more stuff. So it's like the Confuciusaurus EP that we're putting out barely even scratches the surface of our music. Like we've got, I think, about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours worth of music that we could play live, and our EP has songs too.
4 songs on it. Most of our songs are probably over 7 minutes, so a lot of them are pretty long.
You get pretty proggy.
Yeah, we definitely have some prog elements. That's
what I remember. It's been a hot minute,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Besides you and Sammy, who else is in the band? Maybe we should mention that.
Pat Frainer is our bass player, and Rob Erdman is our drummer. Super badass dudes. Pat's been helping out with a lot of the writing. He wrote one of our songs called Vegan Chicken Nuggets that's on the EP coming out, and it's mostly instrumental, but we have some kind of vocal added flair, I would say, to just for that extra bit of flair. But it's a very progressive like funk song. Like it gets and it kind of goes, it takes you to space and then sort of brings you back home at the end. But
see, I liked Just a Thought because you get almost kind of like borderline hip hoppy in that.
That's one of the only songs
when you get out of like the lyricism, then you guys lay down into this like proggy funk jam for a little bit, and then you come back into the lyricism, and so it's just like, most of what I've heard you play is more punk style stuff, more Sammy based bands, and so like I thought that was cool because like that's what I know of like your and my personal relationship with music is that we're both into a lot of the same prog rock type of shit. So it's cool to hear some of that come out in Confuciusaurus.
It's crazy. It's crazy though. Like I mean, and people will see real soon. Artists have tons of influences and a lot of music that they listen to or understand or know how to make but can't. Like before I started using my computer to record, I love like Brit pop and like dream pop and like electro rock and like rat-a-tat, future rock, all this live electronic stuff that I've loved for a long time, but I've never been able to make it. And then one day it just all kind of started being possible. So it's weird. People are going to get a really different side of Joe. Acoustic. There's like one song with acoustic guitar on it, I think.
Yeah.
maybe 2, but like it's not folky songs from 10 years ago. This is like angry shit from like last week.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, like some of our newest music, like the newest song we've got working on in Confused Stores is like a dance tune. It's it's probably one of the songs I'll play it at the end here when we
disco,
yeah,
disco
like,
punk, disco rock,
yeah,
disco chant, like anything with that.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's definitely got a disco jam feel. Like it's almost disco prog. I've got some pretty intricate riffs while still making it fucking danceable.
Then it's
danceable
not
and disco. Right? But it's like the drum beat like keeps it disco, and the feel of the overall song, like it's definitely got a funky disco feel to it.
And a lot of that for me comes from like listening to a bunch of house music growing up. Like the electronic music in the 90s and early 2000s was all like popular house music. So I find when I make electronic, it all kind of starts with that.
Yeah.
Not so much like dubstep was after my development a bit. Like
right.
I was already out of high school and stuff when it was going on.
Oh,
But going back to hip hop, like you said, John, when we grew up, starting when John grew up and then going on to the rest of us, like hip hop is in our brains. It's everywhere. You know what I mean? So to create music without being influenced by especially the rhythms of hip hop and like the way that they use bass as a melodic instrument. Like, I don't make hip hop, but I sure as hell make stuff that's a lot like it. Music.
Yeah. I actually, that song, It's Just a Thought, I have on my SoundCloud, I released a solo version of that song like a year or two back. And it's more of like a lo-fi hip hop. Like the drums are all samples and whatnot. And just it's very different from what we just listened to a little bit ago. It's a very different version. That was the one that I have recorded on my SoundCloud. Like if you want to check it out, just look up Psychotropic Sounds on SoundCloud.
Psychotropic Sounds.
I've got a few solo songs and songs of other people that I've recorded on there.
I got a bunch of treats on SoundCloud if you can find them.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got some random old songs I recorded like 8 years ago on SoundCloud. So if you want to find some old Bryce Tuitt goodies that are sneaking on SoundCloud.
Who knows? They may reappear. I just re-recorded a song I wrote when I was 15 the other day, and
oh wow,
it's better than I did it before. It was not bad. It was a instrumental, could be electronic, but the technology wasn't there, so I just made it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. What else do we ask people, John?
Oh yeah. So let's talk about Psychotropic Sounds a little bit. I'm gonna show us up here. We've got this is our logo here with Psychotropic Sounds. It's a recording studio and more. We also, you can kind of see maybe there's my window into my live room.
You spend a lot of time in that room?
I spend a lot of time in this room. That's very true. But we're booking anybody right now. You want to record some music? You want to record a music video? You got a live stream that you need a venue to put at? Like,
hey.
Yeah, I'll say one of the really cool things. Like, so Bryce has been working with us with Get Down Enterprises for I think a little over 2 years now, and
longer than I remember.
Just before the pandemic started. If you go back to the last Hotel Minnesota, that was really when me and Bryce really started getting pretty fucking close.
Yeah.
And so coincidentally, just before the pandemic, I started kind of talking Bryce into, hey, as long as you're building this studio, why don't you build a video control room in here too?
Yeah.
And so it's like, and boy, the timing of that couldn't have worked out any better.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got.
So it's really evolved into a full service, like audio, video, live stream, video recording, video production, audio production, like a one-stop shop for everything there.
I was about to say it's pretty small space, but it's utilized really well. It's been in construction a lot, so like there's always like lumber and shit.
Yeah, and that's still the case today. I've got a bar that we're building. I've got a bathroom that we're kind of building still.
Man, I've never like woken up.
But the studio is done.
Yeah,
I've got a picture of the drum side up at the moment.
Most of my studios. I actually have a vocal booth / isolation booth that's still under construction. But my main live room is ready to go. We can record today, tomorrow. Let's do it. Hit me up.
Now. So what, do you have a drum tryout over the phone?
Yeah, I've had a drum tryout over the phone one time. My very first band I ever played in was called Cold Shoulder, and everybody's good friend Sammy Strings. This was like
not everybody.
We didn't really know each other that well at the time, but we had seen each other around the middle school and had some middle school classes together, and eventually he made some posts that he was looking for a drummer to play in a band. We're in like eighth, ninth grade, going into ninth grade. And I responded to his inquiry, and his mom wasn't able to give him a ride over to my house. So
classic. Like a phone with a cord. Like for all you kids watching, not like I had to do a drum tryout with a video live from my phone. Like
no, we didn't have cell phones
attached to the wall. You had to like hold it.
Yeah, no, I did have like the wireless house phone.
Oh yeah.
So I was able to like, bring the phone over to the drum kit at least.
Technology.
And I just played I just slapped around a little bit on the kit, like over the phone to nothing in particular, just, tore it up. And
Animal style.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the rest was history. We started our band Cold Shoulder.
Cold Shoulder.
Yep. And
Don't give a shit. We're Cold Shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. We played a bunch of shows for like maybe a year. I was hoping my mom would have sent me this, she sent me a bunch of DVDs of some old videos over Christmas, and I was hoping that some of our old videos of this band would have been in that collection, but they were not. So that reminds me that I have to go and talk to my mom and see if she still got some of those old videos.
I've always set like 40 years old was when I'm going to start reminiscing hardcore about the past. I've been like make my t-shirt quilts and like put together all the videos of all my old bands in a presentable form.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's going to happen then, but I've always had that like as like a goal. Like,
yeah.
I had a lot of goals in my life, but I was thinking like
right.
all the time I'm turning my old t-shirts into quilts is when I'll like,
yep. That'll be time to get the video,
the old footage,
music, fucking scrapbook together, whatever it turns into.
Right. Yeah, the video of Dead Larry's first show it exists. Mark has it, and it very much dates us. It was in 2004, and we played a battle of bands at a mall. Like it was like
cool.
Very, just early 2000s, just before malls died, and it was a crazy time. I mean, the show was historic, but we lost. We broke the leg of the woman that I ended up falling in love with and writing a bunch of songs about. It's like, it's all crazy shit. Music's cool, but so Psychotropics booking, new EPs coming out. Got a EP release show March 19th.
March 19th.
Friday.
Yep.
Iron Star's playing. We have a bunch of new stuff. Obviously, pretty much everything we have is new stuff.
Yeah.
Might get a sweet cover of Love Shack.
Ooh.
No promises. We haven't learned it yet, but Olivia, we're up for it. So,
and we're gonna get Friday night live streams rolling at Psychotropic Studios again here, like
that's coming up
week. I think we're planning so
for sure.
Yeah,
things are tough these days. It's
that November December shutdown really kind of hit the world harder than like everything prior to it. I think, or at least in our corner of the world.
The depression of the holidays, being depressed during the holidays was
the timing of that was it
was bad timing.
Like I did not do very well, but thankfully I go to therapy and I communicate with the people that I am close with, so no disasters. But doesn't stop anyone from being depressed and anxious, because just look outside. It's terrible.
Yeah. It's getting cold out there.
It's getting cold and dark.
Very dark.
Let's see. Anything else? Anything to throw? You want to play some music?
I'll play some music.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. I'll play a couple songs. I'll play 2 songs or something. I've got 2 songs I can play for you.
We say 10 minutes to half an hour. Sometimes people play a song. Sometimes they play a set. I just like to know ahead of time in case I have to pee.
Yeah, I'm gonna play 2 songs. That's all I got for you guys today.
I will stay here. I'm good. For now. Last week I had to run after the show.
Yeah, I gotta pee right now too, but it'll wait.
Good thing we're road worn.
Yeah, exactly. All right. All right, well, this first song I'm going to play is the first song on the upcoming EP. This song is called Fire Lady. Yeah, this is one we've been playing for quite a while, so I enjoy. Tip that camera down a little bit. Chillin' with my girl in the cool breeze, in trees. Chillin' with my girl in the cool breeze. Just a kiss from my fire lady. What a cool breeze, baby. Taking it easy, I'm in love with all of you, yeah. So relaxed and patient. Taking it easy, I'm in love with all of you, yeah. And easy on a dream. Mellow relaxation in the sunshine, dreamy sky. Mellow relax in my dream sky. Burning desire for my fire lady. Let our love live on forever. Taking it easy, I'm in love with all of you, yeah. So relaxed and patient. Taking it easy, I'm in love with all of you, yeah. Living easy on a dream. Now I'm gonna rub you all over and teach a lesson of design, love, and everything. In between the sheets, I mean inside of you. Baby girl, come on, love me now. Come on, baby girl, come on. Love me now, come on. Baby girl, come on. Love me now. Taking it easy, I'm in love with all of you, yeah. That song is called Fire Lady.
That's the crowd.
Thank you, thank you. I wrote that song for my fucking beautiful girlfriend, Heather. She is fucking awesome, and that song is definitely...
It's always nice when people write songs, nice songs about people they are currently with.
yeah, totally. And yeah, I wrote that song like 4 years ago, probably, so... It's certainly... It's also a lot cooler when I do it with my full band. It's a little bit more rock and roll and in your face. When we get rock and roll in the middle there, I actually just like don't even play guitar and I just let the rest of the band take over for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the only guitar player in Iron Star right now. So like I get to do that less. I really love it. Just like whatever, I don't have to play.
Yeah. No, we actually have a song.
The alternative to that though is that we get to see Joe play solos now. So
yeah.
Nothing makes me more nervous on stage. Nothing. Like
standing in front of Ned playing guitar solos.
Dude, yeah, there'll be 4 people watching me at a party, and it's just like I panic.
Ned can like really fucking solo too. So of all the people that I think I would be thinking about, it'd be the dude standing right behind me to my left who I know can fucking shred.
Ned is the kindest, gentlest, nicest creature on the planet. So like if you think Ned is judging you, he's probably like wondering like if he did something to bother you. You know what I mean? Like,
this is true.
Like he is gracious to a fault sometimes. I love Ned.
Well, I'll play one more song for you guys here if you like.
Yeah, keep that folk prog punk going.
Yeah. So this next song, I'm gonna take my headphones off for this. It's a little weird to have those on while I play.
Oh, dude.
This next song is called Space Cowboys. This is the newest song, I guess, that Confuciusaurus has been working on. It's not the most recent song that I've written, but it's the newest song that my band is working on. It's not on our upcoming EP or anything, but I'm just excited about it, so I'm gonna fucking play it.
Hell yeah, that's the best reason.
All right. I'm stretching my wrist out a little bit. I got tendonitis. So it gets a little painful sometimes. And I actually just quit my day job that I think makes my wrists hurt a lot more. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I don't have to do construction anymore that destroys my body. It's going to be awesome. But anyways, this song is called Space Cowboys.
Love it. Getting old, falling apart. Here we go.
Everybody look the same but me. I see myself at a train station, side a map next to an entity, world of my creation, which from both inside I can see. Space Cowboys caught me in laps. Space Cowboys taught me how to dance. Space Cowboys taught me how to dance. Space Cowboys taught me how to dance. stature. High-minded, creating unity. A world without war and sorrow. From inside, no, I cannot believe. Space cowboys caught me in laps. Space cowboys taught me how to dance. Space cowboys taught me how to dance. Space cowboys taught me how to dance. I got lost in space, and the moon is bright, and I felt a new light. The teacher came to me, and he showed me the way. I grew in confidence, and a shake to escape. I've got my rhythm, and I found my soul. I look inside, and I feel so alive. Space cowboys caught me in laps. Space cowboys taught me how to dance. Space cowboys taught me how to dance. Space cowboys taught me how to dance. All right, you guys, that song was called Space Cowboys.
I wasn't sure if you were done or my internet connection was unstable, and then Zoom was just like, your internet connection is unstable. Answers that question. Well, thanks, man. That's awesome. It's nice to hear it stripped down. You know,
Yeah.
Like, that's where the songs come from. You know,
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
starts there and then grows out. I mean, not always, but a lot of times.
Yeah. No, like pretty much like a half hour before we did this, I had to figure out how to do the key change in that song, because normally we have like a big instrumental section that just like makes the magic happen, and it's weird to do it by myself. I was like, oh, I have to like create a different key change, because the whole instrumental section we do, I'm not doing that by myself. That would be weird.
I've been known to skip key changes all by myself.
Yeah, I almost thought about just doing it in the same key. I was like, nah, it's funner to do the key change. I'm gonna do it.
If you're ready for it, but like if you get there, you're like, you remember it like 3 seconds before it happens. I'm like, especially like a party or something. Like, they don't know.
They don't know.
It's like, never start a song you can't finish. I learned that the really hard way over the years. Like, I kind of know how to play this song. You start playing it. Yeah, that's it. And they start singing it at you. Like, I'm not ready. It's not.
Yeah, that's awful. I hate when that happens. Yeah, like one
Just
time,
wing it.
yeah, I try to play like songs like sometimes with people at parties and stuff. They try to get you to like people that are not playing music, they try to get you to like play along with them, and it's like, I can't do that. You don't know what you're doing, and I don't know a song that you're trying to play. It doesn't work.
We're not all Max Graham, y'all.
Yeah, I don't just know every song.
Or like within 5 minutes, know it, remember it 2 years later.
Yeah.
I miss that guy. I miss everybody, obviously, but he's one of my favorite big lugs.
John Miller's another good one for that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
John, play me something in G or F or A or C. And he just
Country?
like,
Lee Martin, Big Country from Feeding Leroy. That guy, you start him at a party at 10 p.m., dude goes till 5 a.m. Like, you just won't. He'll take breaks and stuff and hand off the guitar, but he'll always like play a song. Be like, whoa, I got this one. I'm like, how do you just have like, I think to be in the bluegrass scene, you have to learn 150 fiddle tunes before they let you in. Pretty sure. That's what I was told by Chris Forsberg.
Oh, well, then it must be true.
Must be true. Well, anyway, Bryce, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Look forward to spending more time with you.
It's been a pleasure.
Forward, make sure to check out New Confuciusaurus EP. There's a song out now, and there's a release show March 19th with yours truly and Iron Star. And also, if you have any recording or streaming needs, hit up Bryce at Psychotropic Sounds. And as always, we'll be back next week. I have some offers out for my guest. We're playing it by ear. Times are crazy. I do know that in 2 weeks, we have Sam Licari coming in. His band is Irie Minds, but he's coming out with a solo album. So we'll have him on here in 2 weeks talking with us.
and he just moved up to the cities from Mankato and built himself a little. Everybody lives down the street from you.
It's a terrible neighborhood.
Yeah, so you must have. Evidently, some of our mutual friends are shady. But he's been doing a lot of recording. Hopefully, it's not our friends raising hell in your neighborhood.
No, it's just what we.
He's been doing a lot of recording and stuff since he moved up to the city. So I'm really excited to just kind of hear. I mean, because like every time I like see him scroll on by my thing, it's like, oh, he's up to something new again. Oh, he's up to something new again. So it's going to be fun to catch up with.
If
Sam.
you're out there doing art and music especially, I will notice and I will ask you to be on the show, because I'm only asking people that are actively doing things, because I need things to talk about on the topic.
And it's a weird time.
It's a weird time. Like, if people aren't doing well and not like making art, like, I don't want to rub it in. Well, John, any other words of wisdom for our fans and family out there?
No, not really. But I thank everybody for watching.
Every week. Make sure to tune in next week, 7 o'clock. Cambo this Saturday. And thanks, Bryce.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And Joe from the past will play us out.
Because I'm with you through thick and thin. Whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do. Just know that I love you. Oh, whoa. Oh, I love you. You know, sometimes you got troubles. So many troubles. They're getting you down. But you don't have to worry about your troubles no more, 'cause well, I'll always be around, because I'm with you through thick and thin. Whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do. Just know that I love you. Oh, whoa. I love you.